Let's play some baseball here in Erie, Pennsylvania, as your Reading Fightin Phils take on the Erie SeaWolves, the AA Tigers affiliate, here at UPMC ballpark. I feel good about today. I don't know what it is, but today is the day here for the Fightin Phils as we get ready to take on the Rumble Ponies for the third time. Your Fightin Phils fell yesterday 6-3. It's there, guys. It's there. The hits is there. The pitching is there. Just got to reel it in. And I think today is that day. Noah Skiro will be on the mound for the Fightin Phils, but first, we'll see the offense. Johann Rojas back into the lineup. He is leading off. Simone Muziati batting second. Logan Okapi in that 3 spot. He'll be the DH today. And Jalen Ortiz cleaning things up. Wendell Rijo batting fifth. Meadows Risha at first today batting sixth. And then Kevin Bacuna, Jack Conley catching, and Jonathan Guzman round out seventh and Earl at 9. The Erie SeaWolves today will be throwing righty Chance Kirby. Will be going to De La Cruz back behind the plate the first time that we see Michael De La Cruz, as Dylan Ziegler is getting the day off. Dave Myers out left, Meadows in center, and Dana Cabrera in right. Andre Lipsius over at third, Navagato and Carpio, the middle infielders, and Quincy Naporte out at first. Some changes to the lineup for the Erie SeaWolves, as Wenzel Perez and Eric De La Rosa placed on the injured list yesterday, and today they added righty Elvis Alvarado and outfielder Dylan Rosa, neither of which are currently in right now, but of course a chance we could see them, as Johann Rojas gives De La Cruz a pat on the back, digs his right foot into the batter's box. Your Fightin Phils in their road grays today with the alternate road cap, red, navy, and a vintage white cursive R on the front. Beautiful day here in Erie. We are so blessed with the weather right now. 81 degrees, clear skies, 14 miles an hour wind pushing out of the ballpark. Here's the first pitch from Kirby. Hits the outside corner to the righty Rojas. And there's strike number 1. Rojas on the temporarily inactive list since July 18th on paternity leave. Had a healthy baby boy, Johann Rojas Jr. Said he was super thrilled, elated. He couldn't believe the experience. He was so blessed. Down 0-2 after fouling one back, Kirby comes sack glove at the waist. The righty big kick and fire home. It's outside 1-2. The SeaWolves in their home white pants, a black chest jersey with red cap sleeve and the matching red and black brimmed cap with the SeaWolves logo on the front. At the stretch here only for Kirby, as the righty bounces it in front of the plate. 2-2. Couldn't stop smiling when he was telling me about his new son. I'm sure very, very exciting. Kirby, a 25th round pick back in 2018, drafted out of high school. Pretty young when he got his start. 26 years old. This has popped up sky high. It's in foul territory. Lipsy is giving chase. He's going to make the catch in front of his team's dugout for out number 1. Very blessed to have our fan road trip here with us today. Got about 100 fans that came down from Reading on a bus trip. They'll be spending the night with us here. They'll have access to a couple of players and Sean Williams tomorrow morning in a Q&A session, and then they'll go on to support the big club out in Pittsburgh. I think it's a great time for some fan support here. And they'll certainly make themselves known here in Erie, Pennsylvania. As Muziati steps in on the left side, he takes a 93-mile-an-hour fastball for a strike. Muziati, his second home run of the season to the deepest part of the ballpark yesterday, sends this foul into the stands, down 0-2. Chopped up the first baseline foul. They'll get to go again. Mike Jones, the bench coach, the position coach, is down the first baseline as always. Sean Williams, the manager, down the third baseline. Evan Johnson back behind the plate calling the balls and strikes. His first time there as everybody rotates clockwise. Brian Miller at third and Ray Valero manning the first base territory. He's the crew chief. Here's the 0-2 to Muzziotti, up and in. Ball and 2 strikes. Fans, thanks so much for tuning in today. Emily Messina bringing you all the action from Erie, Pennsylvania here. Game number 3 of a 6-game series. Number 6, the road trip. Here's the 1-2 to Muzziotti. Bumps it back, foul. Leaned over to get a piece of it. We'll get to keep going. Chance Kirby, another guy who has been dealt with load management. Tigers stealing that term from the NBA. They're watching his innings, watching his pitch count, to make sure he's available to get through the entire season as the 1-2 misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll see how long they give him today. His last outing, he went 5 innings of work, 2 hits and a run, which is a pretty solid outing. 2-2. Muzziotti comes upstairs to get a piece of it. He'll keep his count. Kirby 6 wins on the season, a 2.53 ERA. Very, very impressive as a starter. 78 the third innings of work. Kind of a weak contact guy. Probably won't see a ton of strikeouts from him today. Pretty good night. Bills, if they can hold on to their bats and not chase offerings. This is sent onto the roof. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Muzziotti really fighting off Kirby here. That was pitch number 8 of the at-bat. It's a way to work into the starter and see all that he has to offer. Here's the 2-2. Again, he gets a piece of it.
Guys, just it's only $3.
Infield, outfield, back deep. The lefty smacks us way, way up. Myers comes in from left field, tracks it, and makes the catch at his chest. There is out number 2, but not before Simone Muzziotti sees 10 pitches out of Chance Kirby here. Here's Logan O'Hoppy with 2 away. Logan in as the designated hitter today, getting a night off from catching back behind the plate, but still keeping his bat in the lineup. Leads the team with a 269 average, although Wendell Remo right up there, 268. Logan takes this out to left center field. Myers back at the track. He makes the catch that just hangs up in the sky. Dives right up there, and the Fightin Bills go down in order. On to the bottom of the first we go, and Noah Skiro. Out in just a moment here. No score in Erie, Pennsylvania.
The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Bottom of the first inning, Noah Skiro out to face Daniel Cabrera, Andre Lipschitz, Parker Meadows, and possibly Quincy Naporte. As the SeaWolves go with the exact same starting core for the third straight day. Skiro will be throwing to Jack Conley back behind the plate. See a lefty batter to start things off. This is stroke foul. Oh, and Skiro's family in attendance today. We are not too far from Canada here in western Pennsylvania, actually pretty close to the border, as this is sent foul again. Obviously, Ontario, where Skiro's from, a little bit further away than Toronto, which is probably the closest part of Canada that we are. But there's some Tim Hortons here, and I think that's made Noah Skiro pretty happy these past few days. Getting this coffee and donuts from there as the 0-2 misses upstairs, a ball and 2 strikes. Simone Muzziotti moves to left field as Johann Rojas enters back at center, Jalen Ortiz in right. Wendell Rijo over at third, Guzman and Vicuña, the middle infielders, and Vito Freixa at first base for the fourth time. Skiro hits the outside corner with a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. And there is out number 1 as Cabrera is caught looking. Here is Andre Lipschitz. Lipschitz yesterday 0 for 3 with a walk. Takes the first pitch ball here from Noah Skiro. Skiro 4-6 on the season, a 4.70 ERA. Lipschitz fouled this back.
Slap foul ball will brought to you by Auto.
Had a tough outing his last time. But I think he's been pretty solid this season. This is deep to right field. Tees back, got the trap. Out of front. Nothing lead on the team of the season. Here's Parker Meadows. Meadows grabbed himself a day yesterday and 3 singles and a once he was done. But 2 hits in the game on Tuesday as well. Certainly been a menace for these Erie SeaWolves who are leading the league. Skiro trying to stay locked in at first pitch ball to the lefty batter. This hits the corner. And 1. Big swing and a miss. 1 and 2. Noah doesn't often allow runs in the first inning, just a .60 ERA in the first. Goes off speed again, and Meadows chases 3 quick pitches, and he gets the job done. There's out number 2. Here's Quincy Naporte.
Yeah, that's right.
Naporte takes the first pitch strike. And then a second one from the right side, down 0-2 quickly here. Skiro kicks and fires. This is up and away, 1-2.
What's me, Your Honor?
Skiro gets strike 3, and that will do it. Does allow a solo home run to Andre Lipsius.
So Erie leads 1-0 as we head into the top of the second. The Fightin' Phils come up to bat here, trying to get back to where we started here at UPMC Park.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com. Here we go into the top of the second. A solo home run for the Erie SeaWolves puts them up 1-0, but Jalen Ortiz will lead it off here, followed by Wendell Rijo and Vito Freisha. 15 pitches in the first for Chance Kirby, the righty for the Detroit Tigers system. 1-0, sent sharply foul into the hole on the left side. Jalen Ortiz starts this game off with a base hit, and man, is he raking in the second half. Came into this game with a .321 average in the second half, which started back on June 28th, so literally 1 month ago today. This man has had 25 hits, and in that time period, he has had 8 multi-hit games. Really impressive work for Jalen Ortiz. And he'll get himself on first here for Wendell Rijo. Chops this to third slowly. They're going to try to turn 2. Can he run it out at first? Yes. Good heads-up play by Andre Lipsius. They go over to second and get the leading runner Ortiz. Rijo shoots out of the box and gets to first safely on the fielder's choice. So there's still a runner on, but 1 out this time for Vito Freisha. Vito, very wide stance in the righty batter's box. Has Wendell on first and 1 away. Vito had the day off yesterday. Takes the first pitch strike here. Beautiful, beautiful day in Erie, 81 degrees, just a little bit of breeze. It was gusting during BP, I noticed, though. So much so that one of the nets fell over on Jalen Ortiz. I think he was okay, but You know, they have the nets out there when they're fielding grounders so they don't get hit by the BP balls. And so it is gusting a little bit out of the ballpark. Pay attention to that. Rijo going. This is sent the opposite way by Frisha. The second baseman dives to get it. There's no play. And Rijo is on third. Heads up base running by the Fightin Phils there. Frisha poked it slowly into the hole on the right side. The pitcher tried to field it. They couldn't get to it because they had a little bit of a shift going on the righty batter where Carpio was shaded more towards second. And since Rijo was already going, he takes third as well. And now there's runners on the corners here, which just went out for Kevin Vicuña. Fightin Phils trail by one, but they've got that tying run 90 feet from home now. And he is a good runner. Leads the team in stolen bases with 14. Kevin smokes this foul into the Bud Light party deck down the right field line. Gets the signs from manager Sean Williams. Rijo on third, Frisha on first. Just one out here in the top of the second. Kevin crowding the plate. Righty Kirby already out of the stretch anyways. But he's got two runners on. Kevin takes this hit. It's the inside corner. 93 from Kirby, and the count moves 0-2. Kevin drives this to the shortstop, Navagato, and he races down to first. They can't turn a double play, and Rijo's run counts. They get the force out with Frisha at second, but Kevin has tied this game 1-1 here in the top of the second. Get the RBI there as he drives in Rijo. But there's two outs now. Runner on first here for Jack Conley. Conley was raking during BP today. There's a building out in left field. Runner going. Here's the throw down. Kevin slides under the tag. Nope. Punched out. Good effort by Kevin Vicuña there, but his caught stealing ends the inning. The Fightin Phils do get a run on the board. We are tied at 1 to the bottom of the second we go here at UPMC Park.
The Reading Fightin Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org. Click Local Coalitions.
Nice crowd here in Erie, quite possibly because 100 fans have come up from Reading today for our annual fan road trip. They'll be going to see the Big Phils tomorrow in Pittsburgh, but happy to have them here and supporting us for the night. Kevin Vicuña brings home Wendell Rijo, and we are tied up at 1 apiece here in the bottom of the second. Noah Skiro back out. He will see Dane Myers, Dylan Dingler, who's the designated hitter today, and Andrew Navagato. Myers batting .285, a qualified player, so he's in the top of the Eastern League. Takes the first pitch strike by sending it, and then sends the second one foul, down 0-2. This is swatted foul again up the right side. 1-2. Myers keeps his count. This is what impresses me most about Dan Myers. He's played in 66 games this season. He's only struck out 66 times. So that's averaging 1 a game, which if you're getting 4 or 5 at-bats, that is really low numbers as he takes the ball outside 2-2. In fact, Erie as a whole doesn't strike out that much. At least the top tier guys hold off really well. This is sent back foul, 2-2. Fightin Phil's 1 run on 2 hits. Erie 1 run on 1 hit. That was the solo shot by Andre Lipsius back in the first, but we are all knotted up at 1 here in the bottom of the second. Skiro struck out the side. Even with that solo shot, here's the 2-2. Another foul ball back will go again. With the ball, the count is now full. And on a drop third strike, Conley has to pick it up and throw it down, and he can't get to it. Wild pitch allows Meyer to reach, and there's a runner on for Erie to start off the bottom of the second. Nine pitch at bat to Dane Myers, fighting off Noah Skiro. But Skiro, pretty big, weak contact, ground ball kind of guy. Certainly has a chance to turn 2 here. 5 double play balls off of Noah so far this season. Myers out on first, 11 stolen bases in 14 attempts. Ski misses ball 1, and then below the knees 2-0. Erie leads the league in batting average with a .252 combined. They're also second in home runs with 117. To give you perspective, Reading has hit 77 home runs this season. That's 30 less. Three balls, no strikes here to Dylan Dingler, and that's going to prompt a visit from Jack Conley quickly, trying to get him to stay in this inning. Phillies, 7:05 start at the Pirates at PNC Park, coming off a big series win against the reigning World Series champions, the Atlanta Braves. They'll throw out Zach Wheeler versus Zach Thompson of the Pirates. Zach Wheeler with a K and Thompson with an H. Lehigh Valley just getting their start out at Durham. They have Michael Plasmeyer on the rubber. Jersey Shore trails Wilmington 3-0. They have a doubleheader going on today. Kyle Goglowski getting tagged for those runs, although just one of them was earned. And there is ball 4. Dylan Dingler will walk down to first, shifting Dane Myers to second, and suddenly a jam here for Noah Skiro in the bottom of the second. Still tied at 1 apiece. Just to clarify for everybody tuning in today, this is an audio-only stream, just audio. So it's just a picture that you're looking at on the screen. And then, of course, the box score down below, but just audio, no visual. And that's due to minor league baseball's all of their rules with utilizing the footage of the game. First pitch strike there by Ski to Andrew Navagato. Batting exactly 300 in his 52 games. Spent a little bit of time on the injured list season. There's a strike. This is thrown down to second by Jack Conley. Kevin Vicuña puts the tag on. Sliding back safely is Myers. But a nice throw from Jack, something he's been working on quite a bit. 2 on, nobody out here, bottom second. Navagato slices this foul. 0-2. Just trying to get out number 1, settle in a little bit here. Pitch number 32, impending from Noah Skiro. Time is called. Navagato fixing his batting gloves. Another foul ball back. Noah just in his second professional season. He was signed as a free agent during the pandemic year. Last year, did see time with us in Double-A. This year, starting the season with us on our opening day roster. He's actually the only starter left from that opening day roster. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball left side, backhanded by Rio. He's going to only go to first. A good throw, and they get the out there. Both runners advance. It was just too slow to third for him to turn 2, but he makes a great play. And they finally get out number 1 on the board, which is huge. Myers to third, Dingler to second. 2 on and 1 out here for the catcher, Michael De La Cruz. De La Cruz, a lefty, steps in for the first time this series. Just in his second game here in Double-A, began the season in the Florida Complex League. Played in just 6 games out there. Ball and a strike here. Signed by Erie on April 25th, right before the start of the season as a minor league free agent. This is chopped deep to second. It's going to score a run. The Fightins will get out number 2 on the board as Vicuña sends it to Freesia at first. Myers comes across and scores, and Erie takes a 2-1 lead. Just as Reading gets the run, Erie gets it back. Here's Louise Carpio in the number 9 spot as Dylan Dingler heads to third. There are 2 outs on the board now. First pitch strike to Carpio. He had himself a day in the number 9 hole yesterday. A double, a single, a walk, scored 3 times, drove in 1 run. Skiro trying to limit the damage here with 1 run coming across the plate. Erie has a 2-1 lead. They do have a runner on third with 2 outs as Carpio takes the ball down and away. 2-1 the count. Just misses outside. 3 balls and a strike. I believe that run that scores this inning will be unearned because of that dropped third strike that allowed Myers to reach. This is a ground ball deep in the hole at short. Guzman, a bullet across the diamond, and that will do it. A run does score for the Erie SeaWolves. They take a 2-1 lead, but it's the Fightins' turn to bat. On to the top of the third we go here at UPMC Park. Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles' flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, two great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Erie gets a run back, so they lead 2-1. In the top of the third inning, Jack Conley, Jonathan Guzman, and Johann Rojas due up. Jack lays down a perfect bunt. Oh man, it just rolls foul. Probably about a foot from the bag at third. He's done a number of bunt singles. Really good at laying them down. We'll see if he tries again with a strike to his name or not. Reading 1 run on 2 hits. Erie 2 runs on 1 hit, taking advantage of the free passes issued by the Fightin Phils in the bottom of the second. Conley bats this to the shortstop. Navagato on the run. Goes over to first, and there is out number 1. Jonathan Guzman will come up for the first time today. A very clutch double yesterday. Score the Fightin Phils' first run of the game. And then we'll go back to the top of the order with Johann Rojas. Third baseman Lipsy is playing in here against Guzzi. He takes the first pitch ball. We'll see if he maybe shows signs of bunt. Takes a swing, pops it up, but it's going to go into the concourse. Chance Kirby has been both a starter and a reliever this season. More of a true starter, but they'll use him in the bullpen when they need him there. The 0-2. Ground ball deep in the hole on the left side. Navagato picks it up. Guzzi races down to first, and the ball gets there just before him on a bang-bang play. That was very impressive by Navagato, all the way on the outfield grass at shortstop. And now there's 2 outs as we go back to the top of the order with Johann Rojas. Rojas popped up in foul territory his first time up. Second time today. We'll see what he can do. Sends this foul into the stands for strike number 1. The shadows that come across the field from the sun kind of come from left to right, but they also come
back behind that left field wall from the huge minor league hockey arena that is there as Rojas takes a called one inside. And so left field, where Dane Myers is standing, is in the shade. And it's starting to come near home, but everybody else is pretty much in the sun right now, as we still have about 2 hours until sunset. Here's the 0-2, below the knees, a ball and 2 strikes. 2 quick outs here in the top of the third as the Fightins trail 2-1. Rojas takes this out to right center field. Myers tracking it. He'll make the catch. And the Fightin' Phils go down in order here in the top of the third. Onto the bottom half. They trail by 1. Noah Skiro back on the rubber in just a moment.
When the Ready Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klinger's on Cressonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Bottom of the third, Erie leads Reading 2-1. As Noah Skiro will see the top of the order, Daniel Cabrera, Andre Lipsius, and Parker Meadows. After going down in order in the top half. Skiro, 42 pitches here. Ground ball right side. Vicuña gobbles it up over to first. 1 pitch, 1 out. Well, I was going to say, could use a little efficiency here to get him through the third, and I think 1 pitch, 1 out is pretty darn efficient. Here's Andre Lipsius. He had a solo shot his last time up. Third round pick back in 2019. Prospect number 20 on their top 30 list for the Detroit Tigers. 0-1 sent foul, and quickly he's down 0-2. This is down and away. A ball and 2 strikes. Soul roller foul into Erie's dugout. He'll keep his count. My This Day in History is a good one today, but I forgot to read the one yesterday, and I feel bad about it because it was a good one. So I'll sum that. Well, I'll just give you a little quick tidbit of it as the 1-2 comes in from Skiro, smacked foul. Yesterday, on This Day in History back in 2013, so 9 years ago, hitting coach Tyler Henson played for the Fightin' Phils. The team was in what is now Hartford. At that time, it was New Britain. He had a 3-hit game along with Michael Franco. And I reminded him of it, and he said, yeah, activate me, put me in. So that's a cool memory for him. Now to be coaching a team he once played for. Another foul ball back by Lipsius. And again, the 1-2 from Scriero. Popped up right side. Going back, Vicuña coming in, Ortiz, but it's Jalen who's going to make the catch, and there is out number 2. Here's Parker Meadows. On this day in history, though, this is a fun one. July 28th, 1918. 1918 at Lowers Park, which still exists today, though not in the same capacity. Shoeless Joe Jackson scored the winning run on Brooke Mauger's 2-run double in the 9th inning as the Reading steel casing tops the New York Shipbuilding Company 8-7. Jackson had 2 doubles and a single in the game. And, of course, Shoeless Joe Jackson, a name to remember nowadays. This is fouled into the sweet section just alongside me, 1-1 the count. But I love those team names, steel casing and shipbuilding. It's like that's what cities were about, production, industrialization. Here's the 1-2. Line up the middle. Coming in, Rojas diving! What a play by the number 4 prospect in the Phillies system. Robs Parker Meadows and ends the inning quickly. Johann Rojas lays out for this play and shuts down the Erie SeaWolves in order. The Fightin' Phils go into the top of the 4th, down by 1 as the hometown crowd cheers on Rojas as he jogs back to the dugout.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Beautiful night here in Erie, Pennsylvania as we head into the top of the 4th inning here at UPMC Park. The Fightin' Phils trail Erie 2-1, but they're looking to change that right now as they have the top of their order due up. Simone Muzziotti, Logan O'Hoppe, and Jalen Ortiz here. Kirby, 35 pitches. Muzziotti smacks the first one he sees, back foul. Lefty sends this deep in the hole right side. The first baseman to the covering pitcher, the throw is nuts. The catcher covered very well. De La Cruz fields that right back. But safe at first is Simone Muzziotti. And that's going to be a close call there for the official scorer. It's going to go in as an error on the Erie SeaWolves. I think it would have been a tough play either way, but an error it is. Either way, the tying run out on first for the Fightin' Phils. Here is Logan O'Hoppe in the designated hitter spot. He's had a couple deep balls out to center field. Nothing that has skirted Erie right now. It'll connect. Keep going like that, it'll come. Musi shuffles off the bag at first. Here's the 1-0 to Logan below the knees. 2-0. Runner on first, nobody out in the top of the fourth. Reading trails by 1, trying to tie it up and then some here. 2-0 by Hoppy. Is taking a called strike 93 from Chance Kirby here. And it's 2-1.
We had coolers, we had jello shots. Oh yeah, she would drop us off and she'd be flashing the yellow lights. And in front of the bar.
Not really focused on Musiotti out at first, taking his time to throw his Kirby. This has popped up. Naporti right side, tracking it to the stands, and I don't think he can make the catch there. This girl had her back to the field, and this is why they need netting there. I'm sorry. I can't believe they don't have netting there. This girl had it back to the field. She's not even paying attention. The ball, lands on her. She's in the first row. You can't be in the first row and not be looking at the field. Especially without nets, it's just dangerous. Even if you are paying attention, the reaction time there is insane. Count evens 2-2 as Naporti's not able to make that catch, just a pop foul. Throws over, Musiotti dives back in time.
Everybody keeps calling me for the numbers and I don't hear that they can't get them. I got them out request over here. Yeah, that our friend wrote.
Here's the 2-2. Deep in the hole at short. Navagato can't get to it, and Logan O'Hoppy, a base hit here in the fourth, moves Simone Musiotti into scoring position, and oh man, the Fightin' Phils, they've got something rolling here. Well struck by Logan, where nobody could reach it. And here is Jalen Ortiz with 2 on and nobody out in the top of the fourth. Manager Sean Williams waiting to wave his runners home here. Jalen already 1 for 1 today. This is fouled down the third baseline sharply. Musiotti on second, O'Hoppy on first. Both of these guys can run well. And Jalen Ortiz up at the plate. Reading 1 run on 3 hits. Erie 2 runs on 1 hit. Kirby comes set, looks back at second. Here's the 0-1 to Jalen. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Fools him with the off-speed pitch there. Leans over, gets the sign from his catcher, De La Cruz. Now he comes set. 2 on, nobody out for the Fightins. Here's the 0-2 to Ortiz, and he's tied up on the inside. Jalen goes down swinging for out number 1. That's actually the first Fightin' Phils strikeout of the game. And here is Wendell Rijo with a chance to do some damage. Rijo, a .268 average after coming back from injury. Been such a highlight to this lineup here. And certainly a veteran presence on the team as well. Showing the guys how to go about business in the right way. Focused, positive, but in good spirits. Takes a first pitch ball. Here's the 1-0. In for a strike, 1-1. Musiotti on second, O'Hoppy on first. Just 1 out here in the top of the fourth. The Fightin' Phils trail by 1. Trying to at least tie it up here early in this contest. Kirby looks back at second. Here's the 1-1 home. This hit to the knees, and Wendell thinks that's low. says something to Johnson back behind the plate, but takes the call and steps back in. After an error allowed Muzziotti to reach, Logan O'Hoppe singled to reach. Here's the 1-2. This is way in the dirt. A good slide over by De La Cruz to stop it. New to this team, but De La Cruz has been around baseball, playing in the Blue Jays system and in the Arizona Diamondback system, reaching as high as AAA Reno. He's 29 years old. Here's the 2-2 above the letters to Wendell, and the count is now full. And he's got the perfect bats throws. Lefty bat, righty catcher. That's the ideal presence. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and Rio way late to the pitch. Down on strikes, back-to-back Ks for the Fightin' Phils here. And here's Vito Freesia as the Fightin' Phils try to do some damage after getting leadoff base runners. They left 7 on base yesterday. Freesia takes a called strike on the outside corner. Singled in his first at-bat, poking it the opposite way. This is in the dirt. Good block by De La Cruz. Muzziotti on second, O'Hoppe on first. The Fightin' Phils trail by 1. Leaning over, he's got his hand behind his back, getting his grip on the baseball. Now he comes set in his glove, standing tall. Looks back at Muzziotti. 2 outs on the board, 2 runners on for the Fightin' Phils as Freesia takes a pitch outside and gets ahead in the count. Shadows starting to come from left to center field and nearing home plate. Freesia holds off on a pitch inside, and he gets ahead in the count, 3-1. 2 on for the Fightin' Phils. There's 2 out here in the top of the 4th. Kevin Vicuña is on deck here, if we can get to him. Looking back at second is Kirby. Here's the 3-1 to Vito. Takes a big hack at a 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and now the count is full. Muzziotti on second. After an error, Logan O'Hoppe on first. Back-to-back strikeouts. The payoff pitch is lined into center. Racing home is Muzziotti. Sean will hold Logan at third. The Fightin' Phils tie this up off the bat of Vito Freesia. 2-2. Perfectly stroked by Freesia over the head of Navagato and into the outfield. Keeps the inning moving with runners on the corners and 2 away. Here is Kevin Vicuña. And now we'll see, I guess, a visit from the pitching coach, Dan Rickaball, here, as Kirby up to 57 offerings. And if anything, the Fightin' Phils are getting after him pitch count-wise, trying to make them turn it over to the bullpen as soon as possible. Like I said before, they aren't letting their starters go incredibly deep into the game. Yesterday, we knew off the bat that the starter was going to only get 3. I don't know about Chance Kirby. He's a little bit older, so they might give him more wiggle room, but we'll have to see what Erie does here. Longest outing of the season is 6 innings. Back at the end of June, beginning of July here for Chance Kirby. Meeting at the mound, breaks up. The entire infield going back. Logan O'Hoppe on third. Vito Freisha on first. And 2 outs with Kevin Vicuña up at the plate. Kevin takes the first pitch, swinging strike. Reached on a fielder's choice his last time up, driving in a run, but was caught stealing to end the frame. Kevin pokes this foul down the right field line. Coming over is Naporti. This time he's able to make the catch, and that will end the frame. But the Phils do tie it up off the bat of Vito Freisha. As we head into the bottom of the 4th, Noah Skiro looks to keep it that way. White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other Phils fans, see an Phils road game, meet with an Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the Phils at Erie, meet with an Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday, before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Into the bottom of the 4th here in Erie, Pennsylvania, as Noah Skiro will take on Quincy Naporti, Dane Myers, and Dylan Dingler. The Fightin' Phils tied it up in the top half off the bat of Vito Freisha to score Simone Muzziotti. This is swatted foul. Down 0-2 is Naporti. Struck out swinging his first time up. Skiro up to 56 pitches here. The righty was efficient last inning. Sent down the side in order as this misses outside. Got help from Johann Rojas in center field to make a diving play to end the inning. Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss. And Skiro will pick up a strikeout to start off this inning. 5th of his outing right here. Did a career-high 9 strikeouts back on July 9th at Richmond. And he's already well on his way to that as he sees Dane Myers for the 2nd time today. Shadows trickling across the field here, left field and center. Starting to come in from that big building out beyond the left field wall as this is a called strike 1-1.
Skiro going off speed quite a bit to fool these Erie batters. And a good crowd here at UPMC Park. About 100 fans from Reading have come up today to support the visiting team, and I think it's nice we have some support here on the road. 2 balls and a strike. Skiro deals. The bat goes flying into Erie's dugout. Also gets a piece of it with the ball. Count evens at 2. Gonna spray that up with a little pine tar there. Actually, they're gonna give him a fresh one. And they'll still get some grip on there, just to be sure. Skiro taking the time to walk out around the mound. With the addition of Johann Rojas on the active roster today, coming back from paternity leave. This is fouled up the third baseline. He'll keep his count. Carlo Reyes was placed on the developmental list after pitching 3 innings yesterday. 48 offerings. He'll got to stay on that for at least 7 days, I believe. Here's the 2-2. The opposite way, and getting a glove on it is Frisha. The first baseman snags that out of the sky, absolutely robbing Dane Myers. And there is out number 2. Frisha playing mainly the catcher and the outfield this season, subbing in at first base a couple of times. His 4th stint over at first. Saw him there against Somerset last week, trading off with Corridor and Vicuña. Here's Dylan Dingler with 2 away. Obviously, he's looked very good out there. Says he carries 5 gloves with him on the road. Never know what you're going to need. Here's the 0-1. Just below the knees, 1-1. Noah seems to have settled in here. Gave up a run on a home run to Lipsius in the first, and then struggled a little bit in the second with free passes. Able to get out of it cleanly, and now seems like he's found his rhythm. A ball and 2 strikes here to Dylan Dingler with 2 away in the bottom of the 4th. We're all tied up at 2 apiece. This is smoked out to left center field. Everybody looks up and watches it fly. Dylan Dingler breaks the tie, and now it's 3-2 Erie. 2nd home run of the series for the catcher. The long ball has been the nemesis of Noah Skiro this season. But no one on the base pass. It's just a 1-run shot, and Erie gets back the lead every time Reading gets a run. Seems like the SeaWolves put on another one. So the inning continues with 2 outs. Here's Andrew Navagato. He grounded out to third his first time up. Lines this into left center on the first pitch he sees. There's a base hit. I was going to say he just slipped under the 300 mark, but with that single, probably gets right back to it. Here's Michael De La Cruz in his 2nd at-bat today, just in his second game here with Double-A Erie. Grounded out to second his first time up. Skiro trying to end the inning. 69 pitches here for the starter. Nobody throwing in the bullpen. A couple of guys up and moving out there. Skiro, a very mature pitcher, though. They're going to let him fight through this. Matt Hockenberry doesn't often make mound visits. Runner on first here for Noah. Out of the stretch, here's the 1-0. Chopped foul. 1-1. Fastball still sitting 92-93 for Noah. That's about usually where he tops out, but even with 71 pitches under his belt, that's still where he's hovering. He got 2 quick outs to start off this inning. A solo shot by Dylan Dingler made it 3-2 Erie. And Skiro then allowed a single to Navagato, who's down on first, as Michael De La Cruz takes a called strike 1-2. Sun behind the clouds here, giving us a little bit of shade. This is dribbled foul right over the plate. He'll keep his count. Jack Conley back there as Logan O'Hoppe getting the night off. Still in as the designated hitter, though. Jack
is really the secondary catcher on this team, 25 games back there. You'll see Freesia from time to time get a stint. Love it as waste runner going. The 1-2 popped up sky high. It's foul. And Navagato has to go back. De La Cruz playing in a couple other organizations, Blue Jays, Diamondbacks, before being signed by the Tigers here. Veteran presence to this young team. And their catcher, Dylan Dingler, in as the DH. This is way inside. Skiro misses on the fastball, and the count evens at 2. He got 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th, but that solo shot makes it 3-2 Erie. And he's just trying to get out of this frame without any more damage. Huge swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch, down and away, and De La Cruz goes down swinging as Noah Skiro bookends this frame with strikeouts, but a home run in the middle puts the Erie SeaWolves on top, 3-2. To the 5th we go, down by a run, but the Fightin Phil's offense due up.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Pelleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Pelleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Pelleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin Phils. The Reading Fightin Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Here's Jack Conley to start off the top of the 5th. Erie takes a 1-run lead off the bat of Dylan Dingler, so the Fightin Phil's going to try it up again. Tried to tie it up again here in the top of the 5th. Jack takes a first pitch strike, keeps the bat on his shoulder here. Showed signs of bunt in his first at-bat, but not right now. Takes another ball overhead. 1-1. Jack got lots of playing time to start the season, was filling in the outfield with Muzziotti up to the Phillies and the injury to Matt Kroon, and got to see his bat really shine earlier. Fallen off a little bit, but still having a much better season than last year, and it's been really nice to watch. 2 balls and a strike here. Everybody that comes up represents the tying run. Jack takes this out to left center field. It's shallow, but Meadows is able to jog in and make the play, and there is one away to start off the 5th. Kirby, 63 pitches, struggled a little bit back in the 4th, but was able to get out of the inning with a pop-up in foul territory. Here's Jonathan Guzman. Guzzi working on some mechanics of his swing earlier in batting practice with hitting coach Tyler Henson. About his little leg kick up his left leg when he loads as he fouls this back into the net. Trying to drive it forward yesterday.
really clutch double to score the Fightin' Phil's first run of the game. So back-to-back games with a hit for Jonathan Guzman, who's been fighting to get above the Mendoza line all season long. So 1-1 is inside. Such good defense, though. Best shortstop in the league numbers-wise if you look it up. I know everybody talks about Somerset's Anthony Volpe, but if you looked about total chances and errors made, it's Jonathan Guzman. This is lined down the left field. It is just a hair foul. And he's going to have to go back with a 1-2 count. We saw it earlier with a couple plays deep in the hole at short. Sitting right here at the top of the crowd here in section 2. It's coming right into the crowd mic. Love that. You get a little taste of Erie from wherever you're listening. Guzman pokes this right into the glove of Carpio at second. Just hangs up in the sky for a little bit too long. And he can get a glove on it for out number 2. Back to the top of the order we go with Johann Rojas. Rojas away from the team for about 10 days on paternity leave. Seeing the birth of his son, Johann Rojas Jr. Returned yesterday after flying in, gave him a day to work out, readjust to the time zone, and now he's back in the lineup leading off today as he takes a first pitch strike. Joined Reading not too long ago, just after the start of the second half, and he has been very solid here in Double-A, actually playing better than he was to start the season in High A. Batting .290 up here in Double-A with 18 hits. 2 doubles, a triple, and a home run, so filling out that stat category. And he also has 10 stolen bases. And I know we've talked about his speed as a big tool of his, but a total of 43 stolen bases and 44 attempts on the season is impressive. This is chopped to short. Across the diamond goes Navagato, and the Fightin' Phils go down in order here in the top of the 5th. They'll take their 1-run deficit to the bottom half. Noah Skiro going to get another inning of work coming up here at UPMC Park.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phil's mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top-flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, M-A-S-C-A-R-O, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Bottom of the 5th here in Erie, Pennsylvania. Your Fightin' Phils trail 3-2. Deep in the hole at third, Rijo tries to backhand it. It goes up above his head and into the outfield. Carpio heading for 2. A stand-up double to start off the bottom of the 5th inning. Good attempt by Rijo, just couldn't come up with the baseball.
Would have had to have been a quick throw anyways, but Carpio gets himself into scoring position to start things off at the bottom of the 5th. And here's the top of the order in Daniel Cabrera. Cabrera 0 for 2 today. He was the hero back on Tuesday. Walk-off single in the 10th to give the SeaWolves the 7-6 victory that day. And he's been the leadoff hitter this entire series. Batting 199 coming into this at-bat as he steps in on the left side, takes a called strike. Pitch number 79 from Noah Skiro, and now we see some light action in the bullpen. Reading had to use 5 relievers yesterday in a bullpen game after using 5 the day before. And honestly, Erie in a similar situation with the bullpen being tugged upon quite heftily in the first 2 contests. Cabrera fouled this back. It's 0-2. After a leadoff double, Skiro looking for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Erie leads Reading 3-2, both teams 4 hits. And a late swing by Daniel Cabrera is strike 3. And there is out number 1 in the bottom of the 5th that Noah was looking for. Strikeout number 7 for the starter here. I'm sure manager Sean Williams would love if he could get through this 5th inning. He's gone as high as 96 offerings before, but he's been in the 90s a couple times and deep into the 80s as well. So they'll let him ride. The Phillies system has only had a handful of pitchers go into triple digits, and one of them being Griff McGarry, who's going to start tomorrow. This is way out in right field. Ortiz plays it off the wall, fires it into second. He's going to let Carpio score, and the SeaWolves take a 4-2 lead. Lipsius holds up at first, but he drives in a run. And that's one of those situations we've talked about before where Jalen, although you'd love to go to home and make a possible play at the plate, you make the mature throw to second and you hold the runner up at first. Much more difficult to score from first than it is from second. And with the way Carpio was running, probably didn't have a play on him at the plate. Although Reading does have 33 outfield assists this season, leading the Eastern League. And now manager Sean Williams going to come out to talk to Skiro. He will point to the bullpen, so we will take a break and allow the reliever to warm up here. Stuck in the bottom of the 5th, the runner on, and 1 out. Erie now leads 4-2. Manager Sean Williams calls upon Braden Zarbniski here to see Parker Meadows with a runner on and one out. He'll inherit that runner from Skiro, and immediately Meadows goes to second. Conley with the throw, but it's late. Lipsius taking second on the first stolen base of the game, moving himself into scoring position, breaking up the double play. Meadows has been held quiet today after a 4-hit game yesterday. He's 0 for 2. Righty-lefty matchup. 1-0 hits, 1-0 just outside, 2-0. Zarb's the kind of guy that I think has flown quietly under the radar for a fantastic season. He got tagged a little bit in his outing at Somerset. Home run didn't help him, but I think he's been a pretty big staple in the middle innings for the bullpen. The middle innings are the kind of guys that they don't get a lot of credit. People don't really look at the holds category. I think it's actually an underrated stat. These guys eating innings in the middle of the game here. If he can keep this just a 4-2 contest, the Fightin' Phils have the opportunity to battle back. Way inside to Meadows. And a 4-pitch walk here for Braden Zarbniski will start off his outing. Erie scored the first run of the game in the bottom of the first with a Lipsius homer. Reading tied it up in the top of the second. Erie was there in the bottom half to make it 3-2. Once again, Reading tied it up in the fourth. Make it 2-2. And then Erie took it back in the bottom half, and now here already plating a run in the bottom of the fifth. They make it 4-2. There's 2 on for Zarbniski and just 1 out, but now the double play is back in contention here with Quincy Naporti. Deep and short, Guzman to Vicuña, on to first, and the double play gets Braden Zarbniski out of a jam. Picks up 2 outs on 1 pitch to strand a runner on the base pass for the SeaWolves. They do get a run across the board, so they lead 4-2, but the Fightin' Phils turn to bat, top of the 6th coming up in just 1 moment.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Simone Muzziotti to start us off in the top of the 6th inning. Reading trails by 2 now. Erie able to put another run on the board, but Braden Zarbniski came in, got the double play ball to end the inning. Keep it at just that. So the Fightin' Phils looking to chip away at this Erie lead here as Musiotti takes the first pitch ball inside. And a pitching change for the Erie SeaWolves as he smacks this foul. Billy Lesher, the righty, taking over for Chance Kirby. Finishes after 5 innings of work. Big step back by Lesher. Now he comes home outside. 2 balls and a strike. Kirby, final line, 5 innings of work, 4 hits, 2 runs, just one of them earned. No walks and 2 strikeouts. They give him 70 offerings. Musiotti lines this into center field. Going back, Meadows, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Things just getting held up in the sky for the Fightin' Phils today. Here's Logan O'Hoppe. Had a hit in his last at-bat, made it all the way to third base before he was stranded there. Looking to get something rolling here for the Fightin' Phils. Lesher, a 4.58 ERA. 6'4" out there. He's got the hair of Eric Miller sticking out back behind the cap. Logan takes the first pitch ball outside. Righty crowding the plate. Dark brown bat on his right shoulder. 1-0 hits the inside corner, 1-1. 1 out quickly here, top of the 6th in Erie, Pennsylvania. The SeaWolves lead the Fightins 4-2. Entire field is in the shadows now. Lights have come on at this ballpark. Should have about an hour of sunlight left as Logan takes a called strike on the corner. Tiny bit of a shift on this righty batter. Carpio almost back behind second. The 1-2 grounded sharply up the third baseline foul. A bunch of kids are trying to get to it. Manager Sean Williams will go and hand it off to them. Best souvenir in all of sports. Lesher, right foot on the first base side of the rubber, kicks above the letters. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Started the season in Single A Lakeland. 9 appearances there. But spent some time in Erie last summer. Here's the 2-2, way inside, bumping Logan out of the batter's box. And the count is now full. Erie 4 runs on 5 hits. They made an error in the field earlier this game. Reading 2 runs on 4 hits, trying to match Erie's efforts here. They're already down 0-2 in the series. Here's the payoff pitch. And O'Hoppe goes down swinging on a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. And there are 2 outs for the Fightin' Phils here in the 6th. Jalen Ortiz comes up for the 3rd time today. He's 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. Lesher, a 17th round pick back in 2017, so has a good amount of pro ball experience. Jalen takes a called strike. Beautiful night at the ballpark. This is one of those games that makes me wish I was a fan, sitting out there with a cold beer and a hot dog. This is just as good. Getting paid for this. No balls and 2 strikes to Jalen. 2 outs quickly in the top of the 6th. Phils down by 2. Swings his bat. Wide stance. Here's the 0-2. Misses outside. Jalen's been on a tear in the second half, batting well above 300 since June 28th. Got a team leading 20 doubles, just trails Logan O'Hoppe in the home run category as he swats this foul. Keep his 1-2 count. He's been fun to watch grow. Making most of his starts out in right field, but we've seen him all across the outfield. Now we'll settle back in the righty batter's box. Lesher, 15 pitches here. as Ortiz chops this deep in the hole at third. Lipsius all the way across the diamond on a bang-bang play. It's the SeaWolves who come out on top, and the Fightin' Phils go down in order for the second straight inning. On to the bottom of the sixth we go. Erie 4, Reading 2.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, two great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an R Phils game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Bottom of the sixth inning in Erie, Pennsylvania. Dane Myers takes this way out to left center. Crush it. Another home run for the Erie SeaWolves, the third solo shot of the day. And Dane Myers rounds the bases. It's Erie 5, Reading 2. Unreal. Here's Dylan Dingler as Zarb searches for the first out of this inning. Came in with a runner on in the fifth and stranded him, so he closed the line on Noah Skiro, 4 1/3. 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned because of that Jack Conley pass ball. 1 walk and 7 strikeouts on 82 offerings. Dingler takes the first pitch strike. He had a solo home run in his last at-bat. Also walked today, but he takes a strike 2 on Zarb's fastball, 94. Zarb hit 96 in Somerset. That was a bright spot in that outing. Righty has the baseball back behind his back. Now we come set, glove at the chest. Infield, outfield, back deep. Here's the 0-2. Above the letters, we'll go again. Check in on the Phillies, who are playing out in Pittsburgh today. They had Zach Wheeler on the mound. Oh, they're up 3-0. That's fun. Derek Hall, a triple, scoring Alec Boehm. Nick Castellanos driving in Derek Hall. Derek Ball, that kind of works. And they're only in the top of the second out at PNC Park. Lehigh Valley playing at Durham. They're tied 1-1 in the bottom of the third. Ollie Castillo, a sacrifice fly. And Dylan Dingler down on strikes. And Zarb gets out number 1 here in the bottom of the sixth. Here's Andrew Navagato. 5 runs on 6 hits for the SeaWolves, 2 runs on 4 hits for Reading. Wilmington leads Jersey Shore 3-0. This is game number 1 of a doubleheader, so just 7 innings. And Clearwater had a day game. They dropped 4-3 to Dunedin. First pitch strike to Navagato. He's 1 for 2 today.
there's strike two. Zarbniski, Atlanta, Georgia native, spent time with us last season, just his second professional season, along with Noah Skiro, signed in that pandemic season. So just year two. Slider misses down and away, a ball and 2 strikes. Fightin Phils have lost 5 straight, tracking back to the 3 against the Somerset Patriots. Navagato, a late swing, but he gets a piece of it. 1 and 2. 6 in a row, loss-wise, is their longest streak of the season in that direction. 4 consecutive wins is their most on the victory side. Here's the 1-2. Deep in the hole at short, gets past Guzman. And Erie will have a base runner with 1 away for Michael De La Cruz. Reading got off to a good start in the second half. At one point, they were 5 games above 500, but since have slipped below that mark. Fighting in the northeast side of the Eastern League, they are down 4 games. Hartford right now leading. They're playing Portland, though, so that is a big series there. And Somerset doesn't really matter since they've already got that playoff spot. Erie fighting for it on the opposing side. They were battling Richmond the entire first half, and the Flying Squirrels ended up taking that spot for the playoffs. Erie certainly going to be the front runners in the second half. Pickoff attempt by Zarbniski that doesn't get it. De La Cruz way out to right. You're kidding. A 2-run home run breaks this game wide open for the Erie SeaWolves. It's 7-2. This is just his 9th game of the season, and he hits a bomb out to right center field. Brings home Navagato with him. That is the 4th home run of the game for the Erie SeaWolves, who now have 121 on the season. Fightin Phils just 77. Here's Louise Carpio, the number 9 hitter. He takes a pitch inside for a ball. 1 out here in this inning. The bases are cleared now for Zarbniski. This hits the corner. 1-1. Somebody's throwing out in the bullpen now. Tyler McKay. Who else is available? Trevor Betancourt. Mike Adams threw a lot on Tuesday. Maybe him. 2 balls, 2 strikes out of Zarbniski. Salgazzo bullpen catching today with Freesia, Conley, and Ohapi all in the lineup. He's a great teammate. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out on the board for Zarbniski. Time is called, granted to the batter as he steps out of the box. Here's the payoff pitch. Ball 4 up ahead, and Erie has another base runner here as they go back to the top of the order. 3 straight have reached. And here is Daniel Cabrera. To see how much longer Sean Williams gives Braden Zarbniski here. Daniel Cabrera is 0 for 3 today. Just 1 of 3 batters now, or 2 batters now, with Michael De La Cruz's home run not to reach. There's a first pitch strike inside. Reading was matching Erie for the beginning part of this contest, and the SeaWolves have really had the back half, putting a 3 spot up already here in the bottom of the 6th on 2 home runs. They lead 7-2, which is certainly not unreachable for the Fightin Phils. Still 3 full innings of baseball left. Conley fires this to second.
And sliding in safely is Louise Carpio. That breaks up the double play ball. Just couldn't field it right at his feet. And Carpio takes advantage moving into scoring position. Conley's already had a passed ball in this game, but that's going to go in as a wild pitch. So 4 home runs for the SeaWolves. Reading getting their runs on a fielder's choice and Vito Freixa's RBI single. They've had 4 hits. Erie has had just 8. They've taken advantage with runners in scoring position very well. Here's the 2-1. Late swing on an off-speed pitch, 2-2. A little bit of a shift. Jonathan Guzman playing back behind second, keeping an eye on the runner Carpio with this lefty batter and Daniel Cabrera. Cabrera swats this over the head of Freixa at first. Scoring easily is Carpio. Heading for second is Cabrera. The throw is late. And an RBI double. Plates the 8th run of the game for the Erie SeaWolves, and they will not stop pouring it on here. And that'll be it as manager Sean Williams comes out. He's going to point to the bullpen here. And we'll take a break, allowing the reliever to warm up, stuck in the bottom of the 6th. Runner on, 1 out. Down by 6. Stuck in the bottom of the 6th inning, Tyler McKay comes out for the Fightin' Phils here. He inherits a runner and 1 out from Braden Zarbniski, and he'll try to get us out of a jam. Erie has put up a 4 spot here in the bottom of the 6th. They lead 8-2, and they keep pouring it on for the Phils. 2 home runs, a single, a walk, and a double in this frame. The only out was Dylan Dingler's strikeout. McKay's first pitch is a ball to Andre Lipsius, who had one of those home runs earlier in this game, way outside, and Conley able to slide over and catch that, 2-0. Daniel Cabrera is out on second. McKay began the season in High A, was very successful there, has been kind of up and down in Double A. Gets a swinging strike with his fastball, 2-1. 24 years old, drafted in the 16th round back in 2016. Rapidly approaching his 25th birthday in August. A couple of August birthdays coming up, actually. And this hits the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Cabrera out on second, 1 out here. Bottom 6. Erie leads by 6. This is fouled back. He'll keep his count. Phillies pick up another run over the Pirates. Alec Boehm, an RBI single to score Matt Vierling, the youngsters, getting the job done in today's game. And they're all kind of sitting at the bottom of the lineup. But Alec Boehm has raised his batting average to .297. The former Fightin has actually the best average in July for the major leagues, which is really impressive. Just in his 3rd season up there, and his fielding has certainly gotten a lot better. This is fouled up the third base line, 2-2. First batter for Tyler McKay coming in relief, inheriting Cabrera on second and 1 out. Here's the pitch. Lipsius chases way outside for strike 3. And Conley gets a glove on it to keep the out. And that is a much-needed out number 2 by the Fightin' Phils. So I told you all about how on Monday, guys spent their off day doing quite a number of things. We had some guys go to the zoo. I think some people went jet skiing, the casino. But a couple of guys chartered a boat and went out fishing. And they caught a ton of fish. This is grounded slowly to Kevin Vicuña, backhands it over to first, and it's not in time. Ball just rolled so slowly up the infield grass, and there wasn't much he could do about it. And kind of a lazy single there for Parker Meadows to continue the inning. Cabrera shifts to third. So they caught a ton of fish. And I guess whoever they went out, cleaned them, filleted them. And the guys went and got a bunch of stuff to cook them and season them. Meadows takes a swinging strike, 0-1. And so last night after the game, a couple of them cooked up some of the fish. They sent me a picture. It looked really good. I was not about to try the first one. Let's put it that way. But they loved it. They said it was amazing. And nobody got sick, so I guess it works. This is up the middle. Guzman shading over. He'll throw to second for the force, and that will do it. But 4-run score on 5 hits for the Erie SeaWolves and 1 walk. They strand 2 on the base pass as they bat through the order. The Phils have some work to do. They're down by 6 to the top of the 7th we go here in Erie, Pennsylvania.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Berks Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at First Energy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries, but only Lidl has really low prices. Like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Top 7 in Erie, Pennsylvania. The Fightin' Phils down 8-2, and they have quite a bit of work to do. They'll send up the heart of their order, Wendell Rijo, Vito Friscia, and Kevin Vicuña. And Kyle Zurich comes out. Billy Lesher just gets 1 inning of work. Sat down the Fightins in order, but that's all they give him. Inning has gone down in order twice in a row. Trying to change that up here as Rijo fouls this back. He's down 1-2. Zurich, a 4.60 ERA. Buffalo, New York native. Sends a ball into Wendell Rijo, 2-2. Rijo reached on a fielder's choice, ended up scoring the first run of the game for the Fightins, but 0 for 2 in this contest. But he chases at a pitch way upstairs, and he's down on strikes. There's out number 1. Here's Vito Friscia, 2 for 2 today. Sends this sharply foul into the stands. Ball and a strike here to Friscia, trying to make some magic happen. Reading down by 6. Also by 6 hits.
So you have it all mixed together?
Leaning over, getting the sign is Zurich. Now he comes set. Friscia chases a pitch in the dirt. Ball and 2 strikes. Zurich picked up as a free agent by Erie on June 9th after being released by the Somerset Patriots, so began the season with the Yankees. Really spent most of his season in Hudson Valley. And now back in the Eastern League. Originally signed by New York in June of 2017, so there's a number of years in professional ball. 27 years old. Friscia senses into Erie's dugout. He'll keep his 2-2 count. One out here, top 7. The Arphils trail 8-2. 2-2 outside. Full count. Friscia fighting hard in this at-bat, trying to get on base here, start something off for the Arphils. Payoff pitch grounded to short. Across the diamond goes Navagato, there's 2. Here's Kevin Vicuña. Drove in a run, but 0 for 2 today. Only 24 more games left at America's Classic Ballpark. Just under 50 in total. 55, excuse me. But 24 left at home. That's where the magic happens. If you've been to the park, you know what I'm talking about. This is slowly rolled up the middle, ranging over Navagato on the run, but Kevin runs it out. The infield thought that was it. They're all running back in. No go. Kevin's got speed. He's safe at first and continues the frame. Here is Jack Conley with 1 on and 2 outs. He's 0 for 2 today. That was just Reading's 5th hit of the game. First pitch ball. Conley keeps the bat on his shoulder as he takes a called strike, 1-1. This is sharply struck deep and left. All the way back to the wall it goes. Kevin Vicuña is hustling to third. Conley into second, but he's punched out. Fightin Phils pick up 2 hits, but they can't bring in a run. And on to the 7th inning stretch we go, down by 6. To the bottom of the 7th we go. Fightin Phils picked up 2 hits, but they couldn't bring in a run as Jack Conley was caught trying to take second. Just get credit for the single. A good throw in by the left fielder Dane Myers, who gets credit for the outfield assist. And this is Myers himself. Bounces it to short. Guzman over to first. And there is out number 1 here to start off the bottom of the 7th. Erie leads Reading 8-2. They have 10 hits to the Fightin 6. They have made an error in the field, which Reading did take advantage of. But the long ball is really what has set them apart. 4 home runs for the Erie SeaWolves. Now, granted, 3 of them were solo shots, but that has been plenty here to take a 6-run lead over the Fightin Phils. With 1 away, here is Dylan Dingler. Everybody batted in the 6th inning. So this is at bat number 4 here for these batters. First pitch strike, second one strike. Tyler McKay came in to help us get out of the 6th. Did give up a single, but got out of the inning without giving up any runs and stranding 2 on the base pass. Now he got 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. Dingler takes the ball. He had one of those home runs back in the 4th, also walked and struck out. This is a ground ball up the middle, bounces awkwardly off the mound, and it trickles into the outfield. And there is the 11th hit of the game for the Erie SeaWolves. They are just firing on all cylinders today. And this is the reason why they sit atop the Eastern League. .52-39 on the season. Well above 500. 14-8 in the second half. First pitch down and away to Andrew Navagato. 2 for 3 today. This hits the outside corner. 91, the fastball from Tyler McKay, and the count evens 1-1. Double play ball in contention here with a runner on first and 1 out. This is a ground ball, but it's foul. That makes the count 1-2 to Navagato. McKay, 7 ground ball double plays in 17 innings. That's like insane. He's only at 12 outings, so he's averaging like almost just under 1 an outing. That's crazy. Runner on first, 1 away. Ball and 2 strikes. Popped up right side. Ortiz racing in. Vicuña coming over, but it's Jalen who's going to make the catch and right for out number 2. I made a friend in Erie, everybody. Sitting right in front of me. 2 outs. Runner on first. Here is Michael De La Cruz. Shocked us all with a 2-run blast his last time up. He'll step in on the left side against the righty McKay. Straight out to right center field. Rojas makes a basket catch on the knees, and that ends the frame. McKay allows a hit, but he sits down the Erie SeaWolves without too much trouble. On to the 8th we go, down by 6. The Fightin' Phils need some offense.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the First Energy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phil season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Wendell Rijo has loaded the bases for the Fightin' Phils here. A Simone Muzziotti home run made it 8-3. Logan O'Hoppe singled, Jalen Ortiz singled, and Wendell Rijo walks down to first to load the bases, and now Erie is going to go to the bullpen here. With the bases loaded in the top of the 8th. 2 outs for the Fightin' Phils. They're down by 5. This is a game-changing moment. Fans, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll take a break for this reliever, but you're going to want to stick around. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top 8 for the Fightin' Phils. Big moment for the Fightin' Phils here in the top of the 8th inning. They are down by 5, but they have the bases loaded. Logan O'Hoppe on third, Jalen Ortiz on second, and Wendell Rijo on first. Vito Freesia up at the plate with 2 outs, and the pitcher, now Yaya Shentoof, inherits these 3 runners and 2 away. Fightin' Phils trail by 5 here as Freesia looking to bring them closer and back into this game with just 4 outs left on the board. Takes a called strike outside. Freesia 2 for 3 today. Certainly capable of doing some massive damage. Here's the 0-1, below the knees, 1-1. De La Cruz going to have to be perfect back behind the plate as well. Logan, a very speedy runner. Actually, everybody on is. O'Hoppe, Ortiz, and Rijo across the diamond. 2 outs here, top 8. Here's the 1-1. Freesia takes, called strike on the outside corner, 1-2. Fightin' Phils have 3 grand slams this season. O'Hoppe, Ortiz, and Aldrum Corridor. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top 8. Here's the 1-2, just outside. The crowd doesn't like it, but the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners take their lead, bases loaded, top 8. The Phils down by 5. 2 outs, here's the 2-2. Freesia fouls it back, he'll go again. Kevin Vicuña waiting in the on-deck circle. Jack Conley in the hole, the only 2 batters who haven't gotten up in this frame. Solo shot by Muzziotti inched the Fightin' Phils closer. O'Hoppe and Ortiz single. Wendell walk to load the bases. Here's the 2-2. Freesia ground ball deep left side. Navagato gets the force at second. Rijo slides into the bag awkwardly. And the Fightin' Phils can't get the job done with the bases loaded. Trail by 5. They do get a run from Simone Muzziotti's homer. On to the bottom of the 8th we go here at UPMC Park.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phil's game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stands. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at First Energy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in First Energy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at First Energy Stadium at our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner in Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Tyler McKay gets another frame here. The R-Phils trail 8-3. They do have 10 hits to Erie's 11, but Erie sent the ball over the fence 4 times today. And that's what's given them a 5-run lead. Simone Muzziotti get one of his own out to right center. Back in the top of the 8th, Reading had the bases loaded. Couldn't drive in a run there. So on to the bottom half, McKay gets Carpio 2-1. Righty-righty matchup, infield, outfield, back deep. The pitch inside, 3-1. Sun beginning to set here in Erie. Kind of wispy clouds overhead. There's ball 4. Erie will start off with a base runner. Like I said before, though, Tyler McKay, 7 double play balls this season. Here's Daniel Cabrera, the top of the order. McKay allowed a base runner back in the 7th, but he stranded him there. See if he can do that again here in the 8th after a leadoff walk. First pitch ball to Cabrera, who had a run-scoring double back in the 6th. This is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Jack Conley needs a minute with his pitcher. Well, we check in on the Phillies. Let's see what the big club's doing. They're still up 4-0. In the bottom of the 5th, Zach Wheeler is dealing for the Fightins. 5 strikeouts, 1 hit, 1 walk. Lehigh Valley trails 4-3 to Durham. 4 home runs for Durham, all solo shots. That's nuts. They're in the bottom of the 6th on the road. Mark Appel coming in. Jersey Shore dropped game 1 of the doubleheader. They are leading 2-0. In game 2 for Wilmington. This is bounced back to the pitcher. McKay gets the play at first. I think he wanted to get 2, and he tried to hastily pick it up and bobbled it a little bit, but he does calm down enough to get the runner at first. Carpio shifts to second. With 1 out, here's Andre Lipsius. Ben Brown Day for the Blue Claws. 3 innings of no-hit ball, 3 strikeouts. Jersey Shore giving him 2 runs of support, trying to split the doubleheader with the Nationals High A team. Fightin' Phils trail 8-5 here in the bottom of the 8th. They'll have 3 outs in the top of the 9th. when they get there. Right now, Erie has a runner on second with one away here for Andre Lipsius. Here's the 1-1. Popped up foul. Probably into the street down the right field line. McKay looks back at the runner on second. Now he comes home. The 1-2 breaks too far out of the zone. 2-2. Tries to get Lipsius to chase, but he doesn't. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball left side. Guzman holds on to it long enough that Carpio can't move. Then he sends it over to first. There's out number 2 for McKay, who stays focused in that at-bat. Here's Parker Meadows. When the Fightin' Phils come up in the top of the 9th, they'll have Bacuna, Conley, and Guzman available off the bench today. Salgazzo, AJ Graffinino, and Aldrim Corridor. First pitch ball to the lefty bat. A leadoff walk. Put Carpio down on first. Moved over on the ground out. Now he's on second with 2 outs. This is a back foot slider that misses too far inside. 2-0. Tomorrow's game, a 6:35 start here in Erie. Griff McGarry, the number 8 prospect for the Phillies, will take the rubber. This hits outside corner, 91-mile-an-hour fastball. 2-1. There's a called strike, and McKay 1 strike away from getting out of this inning clean. Carpio out on second after a leadoff walk. 2 outs here, bottom 8th. The Phils trail by 5. They've hit well, just not with runners in scoring position. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball right side. Bacuna hustles the play to first. It's good. 3 consecutive ground balls by Tyler McKay gets him out of the frame, stranding Carpio on first. The Fightin' Phils have 3 outs to come up with at least 5 runs here. On to the top of the 9th we go here at UPMC Park.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spent time in Baseball Town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
Top of the ninth here in Erie, Pennsylvania. Kevin Vicuña, Jack Conley, and Jonathan Guzman due up. Erie leads Reading 8-3. Yaya Shentoof coming back in for the ninth after he got final out with the bases loaded in the eighth. Draws something in the dirt, points to the sky, and steps up on the third base side of the rubber to see Kevin. 1 for 3 today. Does have an RBI as he sends this back foul. 0-1. The Fightin' Phils have 10 hits to Erie's 11. They've hit well, just 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Needs a new baseball. He's only thrown 1 pitch. Actually, that one didn't even get a pitch. Kevin takes a called strike on the outside corner. Here's the 0-2 upstairs. Here's the 1-2. Kevin slices it foul. He'll get to go again. Tied up on the inside, and down goes Vicuña. There is out number 1 to start off the top of the ninth. Here's Jack Conley. 1 for 3 today. Caught trying to take second base. First pitch strike inside. Decent crowd here in Erie. Maybe high 3,000, maybe 4,000 because of the Fightin' Phils group that came from Reading to watch us play. Appreciated their support here today. It's nice to have a couple of fans in the crowd cheering. And I mean, there are a few Philly fans here up in Erie. I would say that a lot of the fans here are cheering for the SeaWolves and not necessarily the Detroit Tigers, if that makes sense, as Conley takes a strike 1 and 2. Whereas I would say most people that come to Reading are Philadelphia fans. Here's the 1-2. Upstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fightin' Phils down by 5 runs. Erie's 4 home runs today just kind of did them in. Conley chases a pitch down and away for strike 3. Back-to-back Ks by Shentoof puts 2 outs on the board in the top of the ninth, and now it's all on the shoulders of Jonathan Guzman to continue this game. Guzzi 0 for 3, certainly due for a hit here. Sends this foul into the stands, down 0-1. Philadelphia still leading Pittsburgh 4-0. They're in the top of the 6th at PNC Park. Lehigh Valley got a run against Durham. Dalton Guthrie's 8th home run of the season. They're down by 2 in the top of the 7th on the road. Guzzi bloops this to the right fielder, Cabrera, who puts a glove on it, and that will end the game. The Fightin' Phils 3 runs on 10 hits. The Erie SeaWolves 8 runs on 11 hits, 4 of them homers, and that gets the job done. for the SeaWolves as they take 3 straight from the Fightin' Phils, who dropped 6 in a row. But thing about baseball, there's always another game. Tomorrow night, a 6:35 contest here in Erie. Griff McGarry on the rubber for the Fightin' Phils versus Marcus Solbach. You don't want to miss this number 8 prospect pitch. He is fun to watch. So we'll see you then, 6:35. Your final score tonight, fans, Reading 3, Erie